Rev up your engines!
Yes, it's now official. Our society has gone warning crazed. This kind of threw me over the edge. I'm trying out a new data system for mechanics, right? And so far, it's working pretty good. It's a good data system, but I couldn't believe this. I'm looking up how much oil you put in a car, right? So I go to oil change, oil requirements, what type of oil. But then pops up on my phone when I'm looking it up. Warning! And it warns you all about oil, saying if you get it on your hands, it can give you dermatitis, and over time, it can even cause cancer. Now, it's warning me, a mechanic, about this, right? And then I look at antifreeze, the coolant, right? It says, warning, a coolant can be hot, you can burn yourself. Now look, this data system is for mechanics, right? It costs $100-something a month. Regular people aren't buying it, just mechanics. We've gone bonkers. And to even add to that, check this out. I got to sample a Newport the other day when we were going sailing. It's defense cream, skin cream, right? They're handing them out for people to use. But flip it back. It shows what's in it, which is, of course, all kinds of chemicals. But read the small print. And what does it say? Always do a skin patch test 24 hours before using this product. They're handing this stuff out when you're walking around ready to go sailing, right? For your skin. But then it says, oh, wait a second. Always do a skin patch test 24 hours before. So get a little bit somewhere, put it on, see if you're allergic to it, and wait 24 hours. Now, it doesn't say it on the front. It does very tiny letters in the back. But has our society gone that bonkers, right? They're handing stuff like this out. Oh, cream, it's great for you. Wait a second. You always have to do a 24-hour test before you use this. Our society has gone bonkers, warning mechanics that oil might get your hands dirty and give you dermatitis, or that hot coolant might burn you. Warning a mechanic of this. Yes, our society has gone totally bonkers. Maybe it's too late. We're sliding down to the end. As the famous writer who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Douglas Adams, wrote once, I gave up on humanity when toothpicks came with directions. Well, you don't think there's corrupt politicians around? Well, certainly there are. Now, Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, signed a bill that has banned direct-to-consumer car sales in Florida. There's an exception for Tesla. They can do it. Now, let's think. Why did this happen? Well, old Elon Musk, Mr. Tesla, right? He hosted Ron DeSantis' presidential campaign launch on Twitter last month. Oh boy, we got politics make strange bedfellows, right? Well, we're banning direct sales of cars, except for Tesla, my friend Elon, who's helping me become elected president of the United States. Whee! You can't get more blatant than this. Now, DeSantis, he's praised Elon Musk, calling him a free speech advocate. And DeSantis' administration also struck up a deal with Musk to use the satellite communication stuff in Florida after the hurricane, right? Can anybody say conflict of interest here? Hey, come on. He banned all the other companies, Ford, GM, whatever, from selling cars directly to people in Florida, saying you got to use dealerships, but not Tesla, not Elon Musk's baby. Talk about obvious sleazeballness here, you know? Am I the only one that sees this? I guess they're so big now, they don't care. They just figure, those people, they're so stupid, they'll never figure out what we're doing. Just insanity. Total insanity, right? If they want to ban direct sales, fine. Ban them. But don't say, well, there's an exclusion. We're going to exclude Elon and Tesla because, you know, he really likes me and he's helping me try to get elected for president. As I say, don't listen to the BS about, we love our free speech, we love this, we love that. Follow the money. In this case, the money's dirty. But dirty money and politics in Florida kind of go hand in hand, you know? I guess you'd have to say it's kind of race between which is more corrupt, Texas, Florida, you know, who knows, California. But, hey, they're all in the same boat, right? They're all floating down the boat of corruption and money buying favors for their friends and then pretending this is great, free enterprise. No, it isn't. You're saying Ford and GM can't sell direct, but Elon can. Something stinks in Florida and it isn't just fish bait. Well, everybody says they're going to make cheaper electric cars. Stellantis now said they're going to make a sub $27,000 one next year. Well, all they're doing is, of course, they're reacting to Volkswagen. Because Volkswagen said the same exact thing the other day. They said they're going to make a sub $27,000 car that's all electric. The Volkswagen's called the ID2All. There's a picture of it. And they say it starts at $27,000. But I don't hold my breath any any of this stuff. One, I'm not a big fan of electric cars. Who knows how they're actually going to work? Are they going to hold up? Are they going to have range? Yeah, they're all going to burn down to the ground. Is there going to be enough electricity? All that stuff. But the starting price is always a load of horse manure. The other day I was looking at something. I said, gee, that'd be kind of a fun little toy to get. Those start at $22,000. Then I look at the one that I like. Well, guess what? It was $37,000 instead of $22,000. It was almost twice the price. Don't be suckered in by these. Oh, we're making a car for $27,000. Try buying one for $27,000, right? I mean, a lot of this, they're just talking through their head to get sucker people to come in, and it's way more than what they say it's going to cost. Now, the Stellantis vehicle is going to be called the CR3, but there's no pictures of it, what it is. It's still all in the planning stage, right? But as soon as they heard Volkswagen's doing it, $27,000, oh, we're going to do it too, said Stellantis. Well, just because they're going to do it doesn't mean it's going to work well. It's going to be a good idea? Probably not. I wouldn't buy anything Stellantis makes anyway. Chrysler's bad enough, Fiat's bad enough, Peugeot's bad enough. Put them all together, what do you get? 3 bads don't make it good. 3 bads to me make it horrible, and I'd never buy one of their products. Well, a lot of people then want to use DoorDash, have food and stuff delivered to the house. Well, one man took tremendous advantage of it. A Stanford man in California stole almost $1 million from DoorDash drivers. And here he is smiling away. He had a pretty good scam going, right? He somehow hacked into their data system and stole the paychecks of more than 700 DoorDash drivers. Give weird directions to them that, oh, well, this is wrong. This was a stolen credit card. Give me your information. Then he had the rides that they were doing, instead of going to the DoorDash driver, gone into his account. He did it over 700 times and almost got $1 million out of it. The guy would call in a DoorDash order in California. He had some kind of app that he made that mimicked the DoorDash so it looked real to tell the driver stuff. He ends up getting their information and has the payment for that delivery sent to him instead of sent to the driver. The guy would send a verification code to these people, and when they gave it back, he got their information so he could take their money. As they say, once the Smith guy gained access to their accounts, he changed the employee's banking information to his own credit card information, and it would go into his account. Now they say he got more than $950,000 with the scheme over the course of years. One, all I have to say is the guy was too greedy. He just kept going for years. You keep going for years with the scam, eventually, people, you're going to get caught, you know? If you keep doing the same thing and over, and he thinks he's not going to get caught, all these DoorDash drivers are going to find out they were getting screwed over. They're going to tell the company, and eventually the company's going to be able to backtrack to see what the heck happened, because that money did go to accounts. There's got to be a record somewhere, right? Say, well, where did my payment go? They say, well, it went to this account here. The guy kept using these accounts, so obviously he got caught. He was an idiot. You can't just keep stealing forever and thinking, oh, this is a legitimate business. It isn't, right? So again, greed got better of him, and he got this money, but now guess what? Now he's in jail. Even the DoorDash drivers are getting ripped off by people pulling fast ones with computers and schemes that they have going on. That's a problem when you have everything integrated by computers. You know there's guys that are going to be scamming these systems, like the Russian guys that they round off pennies. You might think, okay, they can have 1/10 of a cent on my deal. I don't care. Well, if they get billions of tenths of cents, that's a lot of money, millions of dollars. So be wary of what you do with your computer charges that you're paying for with your phone. Dustbin94 says, what would cause my VW Golf to rattle and blow smoke sometimes? I got a 2014 Golf. It consumes 1 quart every 310 miles. All of a sudden, when I accelerate, I can hear something sounds like rocks are shaking and smoke comes out the exhaust. What do you think it is? Well, it's your engine being worn out. I mean, that's the problem. And since it's burning all that oil, you get too much oil. If the oil pools, that takes up space inside the compression area. And so what will happen is when you accelerate hard, it will rattle because the oil has increased the compression ratio side. The oil takes up space, so it's a higher compression, and it will rattle. And then you see the smoke. That is the oil burning out. Black. And gasoline, too. Basically, your engine's wearing out. It's a Volkswagen. It's not worth rebuilding those engines. Costs you a fortune. Hey, I'd say baby it and drive it around. One day when it blows up, junk the thing and never buy another Volkswagen again. But that's what's happening. Filling it up with oil as it's burning, and then you're going to hear it rattle when you accelerate hard. And of course, any engine that's badly worn, when you accelerate, everything's worn. The bearings are worn, the cam's worn, the pistons are worn, the crank's worn. And so when you give it a hard rush. A lot of times they'll rattle because the piston is no longer going smoothly up and down. It also goes side to side, and the rods on the bottom, the connecting rods, they'll make a little rattling noise. It's just basically your engine is falling apart. You didn't say how many miles you have on it. You probably got high mileage on it. They just flat wear out, and it's time to get rid of them when they finally go. They're not worth fixing. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.